IAS Academy. In this video, we'll be looking at the collegium system. So the Supreme Court has recently questioned the government about the delay in clearing collegium recommendations for judicial appointments to various high courts. So this usually happens because there has not been any time frame which has been set for the center to give the recommendations. So this usually happens, but in this video we'll be looking at the developments that led to the formation of the collegium system and also about the MJAC and why it has been struck down. We'll talk about it. So first, what we need to know is what the Constitution is talking about this. So Article 124 Clause 2 actually mandates the President of India in order to consult the judges of the court before appointing a judge in the same court. Now the question arises whether this consultation, whatever recommendation which has been made by the judges is binding on the President or not, and which this led to this was discussed in the SP Gupta case, or the first judge's case. SP Gupta case is also known as the first judge's case. Now we'll see what led to this conflict. So in until from 1950 to 1973, we have been following a convention in our country. That is, only senior most judges were appointed as the Chief Justice of India. What is a convention? A convention is something that has been followed without any rules being written, which means this convention, that is this practice of appointing only senior most judges as the CJI, was not written in the Constitution, it's not written in any rule book, it's just a convention that has been followed. And a dispute arose when in 1973, during the Prime Ministership of Indira Gandhi, A.N. Roy was appointed as the Chief Justice of India, although three senior most judges were present. And also in 1977, the same thing happened with M.U. Baig being appointed as CJI, although there were senior judges present. And this led to the conflict between executive and judiciary, which led to the SP Gupta case. And in this case, the Supreme Court has said that the word consultation is not equal to concurrence. Okay, consultation is not concurrence, which means the president, the recommendation by the judge is not binding on the president. The president may or may not appoint the same person who has been suggested by the judges, and hence later on the second judge's case emerged. The second judge's case, which is also known as Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association versus Union of India. So in this case, the Supreme Court actually reversed its previous judgment. It said that consultation is equal to concurrence. Okay, it said that the recommendation by the judges should be binding on the president, and in the opinion of the CJI here, the opinion formed by the CJI, which means whatever recommendation the Chief Justice of India is giving to the president, it is not just the personal opinion. It should not be just the personal opinion of the CJI, but instead it should be the Chief Justice should take into consideration the opinion of two senior most judges too. So this has been mentioned but not actually enforced. And in third justice case, actually the second judge's case is what that led to the formation of the collegium system. Okay. And in third judge's case, it was said that the 9 judges bench held that the word consultation means consultation with the plurality of judges. They are enforcing it. That the CJI, the sole opinion of CJI does not suffice. That is not enough. The sole opinion of CJI is not enough while appointing judges. It should be also the plurality of judges, that the other judges should also be agreeing. Alright. Now we will look at the process of the collegium system, how the appointment is going to happen. So CJI shall consult a collegium. So a collegium is going to be a group of 4 senior most judges and the Chief Justice of India. And this collegium, even if 2 judges out of this 4 judges is saying that the recommended names they are not agreeing to the names that has been recommended, so that name should not be passed. So this is the actual process that's being followed. and this is a protocol that's been followed. And the name which is passed to the president giving it to central government, and the central government is going to return this file with their recommendation. They are going to confirm these names and they are going to return this file to the collegium in order for them to again confirming it, and at the same time like suggesting some changes, recommendations. Now the collegium, if they pass the names with or without the recommendation of the central government, without making any changes or with making any changes, whatever it may be, the president is bound to appoint the judges on the basis of the suggestion of the collegium. So this is a process that's been followed. And also you need to know that this confirmation does not have any time frame. So because of the lack of time frame, so this delay is happening. So that is what this issue is about. So this is the process. I have already explained the process. And NJSC. So what is National Judicial Appointment Commission Act? So this act came to existence in 2014. So it actually intended to make replace the collegium system and make it more transparent. Because the collegium system is not transparent, because the judges are having a higher power in appointing the other judges, and there is no any role of executive there. There is no way the method of checks and balances happening. So the government, in order to counter the collegium system, in order to replace the collegium system, they came with the National Judicial Appointment Commission. And in this, the appointment of Supreme Court judge and appointment and transfer of High Court judges were going to be decided by this committee. And this committee is going to include the Chief Justice of India, the two senior most judges of the Supreme Court, the Law Minister of India, and also two eminent members that are chosen by the selection committee. So this selection committee is going to include people from both judiciary and the central government. And even if you check, 3 people are from judiciary, and the rest Law Minister is from the central government spot, and also the 2 eminent members are again going to be there, which is going to be selected by the selection committee. Right. So NJSC was established to achieve greater transparency, as I've said, and more accountability. But what happened was that this NJSC, National Judicial Appointment Commission, was struck down by the Supreme Court. Supreme Court said that it was against the independence of judiciary. So by saying that it is against the principle of basic structure, it is against the basic structure of the constitution, they were able to strike it down by using the judicial review power of the Supreme Court. Alright, so that's all about a collegium system. For more such videos, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on social media, in Instagram, Facebook, and other social medias. You can also join our Telegram channel, where you will get all the kind of updates, whatever current affair materials, blogs, infographics, quiz, everything will be provided. And you can also find it on our website. You can also see in our website, believersize.com, the kind of course structure that we are providing. So that's all. Thanks for watching this video.